rules. First stage. Okay, we're about to introduce someone to the stage. A young lady who I've worked with in the past for several years now. I'm very proud of her. Who's just the commissioner of the Philadelphia Youth Commission, Jamira Burley. Did I say your name right?
All right, everybody, clap it up for Jamira Burley. Hi, everyone. I don't want to take up too much time because there is food and drinks, and I want to give everybody the opportunity. But what I will say is, as was mentioned, I'm the executive director to the Philadelphia Youth Commission, which is the only youth agency in the city of Philadelphia that represents young people and that has an entire body of young people. So ranging from ages of 12 to 23, we advise the mayor and city council on issues that impact young people. So if you ever have a problem or you feel like you want to find somebody in city government that represents you, please contact the Philadelphia Youth Commission. With that being said, we are truly honored to partner with Nehemiah and the Nehemiah Foundation to put on this event. But what we don't want to do is that we leave here and we forget about how important it is that violence is affecting the African American community. So with that being said, there are young people walking around with a listserv. I ask that everyone please put your information down. Nehemiah is in the process of planning a weekend, a peace weekend. So keep in mind that date is coming out. In addition to that, I want to bring up a friend of mine, Kevin Harton, who is an ADA for the District Attorney's Office, and he actually arrests young people who commit violence. And I think it's really important that we understand what laws impact our community. So with that being said, I'm going to bring him up for a quick second.
Alright, so it's real important that I get this message about, because I know a lot of people, sometimes they forget exactly what peace means. And what peace means sometimes is that we having a real big problem in Philadelphia. And it's a gun problem. And I just want to help everybody out with how you solve this gun problem. I'm probably the only young black man in the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office who's from Philadelphia, who looks at young black men like me, who went to Bartram, who went to Beaver, who went to Central, who went to Bryant Elementary, who went to Anderson Elementary School, and had to tell young men to their face that they're going to spend the next 20 to 40 years of their lives in prison. And they 17 years old, they 18 years old, they 19 years old. People ask me every day, how can I do that? I can do it because I turn around and tell some mom or some sister that they're never going to see their brother or sister the same. I tell 16-year-old men every day that they're never going to walk again, and testifying against the person that shot you isn't going to bring your legs back. I tell young girls on the streets every day that the man that raped them may just get away with it because they don't live the life that the people of Philadelphia believe is important. So I'm up here because I know we had a lot of dancing, I know we had a lot of singing, a lot of clapping, but at the end of the day, none of that stuff is really what we want to, we're getting away from what really happens. Because about 6 weeks ago, when that incident occurred down at PYT, I was angry. I know Tree was angry. I know Nehemiah was angry. I know the homicide detectives that worked on that case and found that defendant in Houston was angry. But the problem is that it's too many people that when it happens, they think that all of a sudden that it's not them that's involved. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've prosecuted cases where 2-year-old girls have gotten shot before they can say their own name. And what happens is, when I say infants, I mean there was 200 people out there in Alney when that young girl got shot, and not one person saw nothing. So what I'm saying is, if you want peace in Philly, you can't be a coward. You're going to have to work with the Youth Commission. You're going to have to work with the District Attorney's Office. You're going to have to work with the Philadelphia Police Department. I got transferred to the Special Victims Unit, and now all of a sudden I'm a hero. When I lock up rapists and I lock up pedophiles, everybody clears and checks and claps for me. But when I lock up a young 18-year-old man who pulled a pistol out at a playground, if somebody pulled a pistol out right now, I'll have to interview 300 of y'all just to get y'all to tell me something. Peace in Philly means that y'all all have to be focused on making sure that people are held accountable for the things that they do. On January 15, 2006, I got shot 5 times at Myers Recreation Center. The boy that shot me ended up in a wheelchair. He's in prison to this day. So when I say that it's going to take y'all, all the people that be in the clubs, and y'all see that boy that make it past security, or that one boy that y'all see pull a ratchet out, and y'all like, uh-oh, this ain't my business. It gotta be your business. Because 3 months from now, guess what? It'll be your business when you're on Instagram posting all these pictures talking about RIP and all that. Asking Seth Williams, Mayor Nutter, all these council windows up here, what are you going to do about the violence? Tell me where you're getting the guns. Stop selling these drugs. Take yourself to college and take advantage of your life. Be blessed. Thank you.